There's 3 steps to dealing with worries and anxious thoughts, but most people only do 2. And that's why it never changes. But think about this. Imagine something recently that you were worried about. So you're thinking about it, you're worrying about it, you're imagining every possible scenario that could go wrong. That's unhealthy coping mechanism, but not your fault. We have to do something. And we have no other coping mechanisms until you learn some. But we're worried about something happening or occurring, okay? Then the event actually happens, and like, oh, sigh of relief, I made it through. Most people stop there, but you're not going to do that anymore. You're going to go to the 3rd step, which is to reflect back. Because most people are done, over, in the rearview mirror. I never want to think about it again, but it's a mistake. There needs to be a step 3, which is to say, okay, wait a minute. What was I worried about? What were the kind of thoughts that came up? What were the worrisome thoughts, the anxious thoughts? What do they look like, smell like, taste like, feel like? What were the wording that came up? And then everything worked out fine, right? So what we want is to reflect back on those kinds of worries and realize that they're not true. So that the next time we have such an experience and we're worried about something in the future and that same thought comes up, we believe it a little bit less. And if you do that each time, it gets a little bit weaker and a little bit weaker and a little weaker because it never comes true. But most people never reflect, so they keep believing it and falling for it every single time.